Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. I'm going to show you what I do on a typical day when I decide to work in the garden, because I'm working everywhere. I'm going to go against the wall there. I'm just sitting down and relaxing now by my chair garden as I kind of think about what I'm going to do, because there's certain celeries I want, and then there might be the green sorrel, but the rest of it you can't see because of the car. Up until we get to those 3 totes over there, I'm going to stop there. I want all those totes against the wall, ready to grow in. When spring comes, I want to get squash in there. I want to get watermelon in there, but watermelon we have to wait for warmer nights. And this way I am ready to go. I'm not running around trying to get something done. It will be done already. And I think I'm only going to do 1 tote today, but I want to go through and see what I want to save. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7 there. So I might be saving 2. I'm not sure if I'll save 3 or not. In other words, I won't have to do anything but freshen it up. Gary's been dumping and, well, he's actually chipping a lot of his own now with his chipper. I don't really like using the fertilizer. It's really strong, but I'm going to just go ahead and collect from the ground, and all these weeds, anything I don't want, that goes in my tote, and that creates soil, just as nature does all around here. All this property is ours. All these trees growing are ours, and we do nothing but trim them when needed. We don't water them, we don't do anything. All the nasturtiums growing up on top, everything is done by nature. So if nature can do that good, I most certainly can do close to it, right? So let's go over there, and I'm just gonna kind of take you through. It's gonna be very vloggy, but what I'm doing, and I'm hoping there might be something you can see and you'll get an idea as far as maybe you can do it this way, or, well, just pretend you're peeking over my shoulder as I'm working. So I just took the tool off because it's old. I'm gonna just start new as the plants grow. And I'm cleaning this out. See, I'm gonna leave my irrigation tubing and everything. I put my metal clips here. These are the paper binders because they last forever. Gonna hang it there so when I need it, when I put the tool back over the irrigation tubing, it will be here. But I'm moving this, and look what I find. It's still attached. Look at this. It looks pretty good. It's a little hard. I will probably test this. If it tastes good, I'll just roast it when I make a roast chicken. So for now, we'll put that here. So what is my goal here? Green celery. I happen to love green celery. There's 2 of them in there. That's going to stay. Geranium is going to go. Might go on the ground. Going to clear all these weeds out, but these weeds are gold to me because as I'm working, they're going to get tossed in the totes. I'm going to empty the totes, or at least the front part, pack it with all these weeds, and then start to cover it with, well, I brought kitchen scraps here and whatever I've got. And then when I'm ready to grow, I'll go grab some soil from the ground and start growing. So that one is red celery. I'm going to get rid of that. This was the old zucchini, which you just saw. I'm going to get rid of that. Garlic chives on the bottom. I'm not worried about any of the pots on the bottom. Green sorrel going beautiful. I mean, it's just growing there, so I'm going to leave it. We're going to empty that. I'm going to empty that. There's nothing in here for me to save. There is a tomato plant growing out of it, but it's going to go. I think this is yellow one. I don't know what that is. No, these were red ones. It's going to go. This is going to go. And then these are walking onions, no big deal. They can be yanked out, moved. So all of these will be done except for the green sorrel and the green celery. This will open it up to here. I'm not worried about this right now. This will open this up for watermelon, zucchini. I'm actually starting to think of other squash I could put here. I can maybe guide them up. Cucumbers I'm going to put in the dog kennel. I have more control right now because cucumbers wander so far. So when it comes to squirrels, I can control, as I was saying, the squirrels by just wrapping tulle around it. They don't like it. And I didn't lose any zucchini last year. I don't think I lost any of them. As you can see, I still had that one sitting there. So that is my goal. And hopefully I'll get this done. Well, no hurry. But I got to get rid of the kitchen scraps. I've been piling them up. They're breaking down. Let me get out of the sun. And this way, when I go to plant, let's say next month, A lot of that will already be broke down. There'll be earthworms if I grab any soil from the ground in there. It doesn't matter. There'll be microbes. And I can get this wall all done so I can get back and do other things that I need to do. All right, back to work I go. So as I was starting, I'm pulling everything out. These are weeds. Look at this. They were here when I moved here. I didn't bring them here. These are the assassin. Oh, look, there's an earthworm. The assassin snails. See how they look like they're from the ocean? They eat other snails. Oh, there's a ton of them because they were hiding in here. I don't want anything to happen to these. I'm going to move some of them. The only issue is if they don't have enough food, that's when they will munch on your plants. Otherwise, they eat other snails, and a lot of times they eat broken down plants. So they're a good thing to have, but I think I'm going to move them. I'll move some of them because there's so many. Look, oh, look, here's a bigger one. There's so many of them. I think I'll move them, a whole bunch of them. I don't want anything to happen to them. This is going to be tough. Maybe I'll just dig. Oh, they're all through here. This is their home. Come on, guys. We're going to move some of you in case something happens. I don't want to drop them, but they're all over the place. I found them when I first moved here. This is the green celery, and I'm going to just put them in here. There's a lot of leaf matter and stuff in here. I'm going to get rid of a lot of this, and they can stay in here because I'm going to just freshen that up later. I'm going to trim the celery back, but being that this is green, beautiful. Oh, look, there's a regular snail in there. Well, he's doomed now, isn't he? Okay, see the green celery? That's what I like. Two of them will do really good in here, freshened up. But this is the red. I'm not crazy about the taste. Hold on. Here's the red. Oh, I didn't know. I thought the red was growing. See, there's more snails in there. Okay, the red celery will go. I might end up keeping these, and maybe I'll put something on the top in a big pot. I want to keep my green celery because green is what I want to bring back. I bought that years ago. Then I bought a red celery. It cross-contaminated, and then all the seeds coming up in the yard were red. And it's kind of got a peppery, hotter taste, and I like using green celery. Personal preference. Some people love the red. I do not. All right, back to work I go, and I'm just going to barely freshen that up, I think, now. I'll just move them over and add in the compost and add in some soil and weeds from the ground. All right, back to work. Okay, so I've dumped everything in here, and I went and just collected some soil. I don't even care if it's all buried. I pushed the I pushed the soil over, and I kind of just dumped it in there, and now I'm kind of spreading it along because you saw those. See, there's earthworms still in here in the tote. Oh, baby ones. And now they're going to have plenty of food. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to hose it off. I'm going to dump that on top, which is just leaves and wood chips or whatever. And then I'll come back later on. But the assassin snails, they dig down on the sides. They'll find their way up. I'm not worried about it. Okay, I'm pretty much done with one tote. Put that on top, water it in, and we're all good to go. Okay, so that's done for now. I think I'm going to just do one a day. So that one's done, and I'm going to go through and water the totes. Now, why in the world would I water totes that I'm going to take apart and I don't want the plants? Because you saw, even though there's no plants growing in there and they're all passed on, the earthworms, the microbes, the snails you saw in there, those killer snails, assassin snails, they're still, look at, oh, we got a lot of grasshoppers. Go away. Get them flying and the birds will find them. They are still living in there because they're living on the decaying matter. So it's important, regardless, even if you're not growing something, to keep the soil alive. Forget your plants. The plants are gone. But what you want to do is keep the soil going. Keep it maintained. You want to maintain your soil. If you maintain that, you don't need plant food. Because at that point, everything is alive and growing in there that's supposed to be in there. You may not have plants, but you most certainly have living soil. All right, I'm going to finish around here, and then I think I will wrap it up for the day since I've been working on the deck, doing the hummingbirds and everything else. So I'm sitting back down for a minute. I ended up putting the tool, I was going to throw it away. I wrapped it around real quick. There's actually 8 totes I'm working on. I am going to remove the red celery, and I'm going to leave the 2 front totes, the 2 first ones, let's say right there. But I'm going to layer, so something else will go in there. It could be a squash, it could be anything. Whenever the time comes, I'll decide on that. And then I'm going to continue on down, and I'm going to keep the green sorrel. I've got green sorrel here in the chair garden. Then I've got that one, and sometimes they don't move that well. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. Since we like them, and Gary puts them in a lot of stuff, you know, food and different things, then I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm just enjoying the moment, looking at my blossoms that are starting to open on my nectarine. If you like videos like this with me just working, let me know. Maybe next time I'll set the camera up better. I'm watching a hummingbird sitting here. You can't see him, but he's in the tree. Let me see if I can find him. I don't know where he went. He's still there. I just can't pick him up on my camera. Oh, there he is, right smack in the middle. You barely see him? Probably can't hear me. Sometimes when I change my camera, the volume goes up or down or whatever. But there he is. So I'm just sitting here enjoying myself as I pull weeds and deciding on what I'm going to do with this. But the reason I'm getting these out is Gary's going to come through here at some point, and I don't know what he's going to do with it, but I want these, and they come out so easy right now. And the reason they do, you got to be careful with these got thorns, is we've had all that rain, so the soil is really easy to work with. So I'm taking all this out. You know, some people look at weeds and go, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? They're all over the place. You know what? This is fabulous. You can fill an entire tote, throw a few shovels of dirt in there, and it's amazing what you can grow, because this breaks down so incredibly fast, creates its own soil, just like nature does all the time. Remember, look around when you're working so hard and see all these trees and think, nobody's taking care of them. Occasionally they come through and trim them. Well, that's what you want to do. If you make gardening easy and then you make it fun, you will do it forever. And you will pass that wonderful knowledge you've got to others, and others will garden too. And whether you're gardening flowers or food to eat, it's a wonderful thing to know. It's relaxing. It's good for your health, whether you're just getting your hands dirty in the soil and moving things around and exercising that way, or eating the things you grow. Remember, even herbs. Some of them are so beautiful, but you can eat them. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get the hummingbirds done, because I know that they need food. Oh my gosh. There are so many. The more feeders are put out, the more that come. I don't understand it. But I'm going to go do that. You want to see more of this? Let me know. It's very raw footage. It's just me out here. Gary's in his garden doing something. And I'm just sitting here pulling some weeds, clearing a spot for me to sit. Oh, look, celery. Is it green? It is green. Okay, for fun, I'll leave it. And now I better go get those birds fed. So I hope you enjoy this. Let me know. I'm going to read the comments. Tell me, hey, you're wasting my time. I'm not interested in this. Okay. Or tell me, well, I picked up something. Oh, I have to water my dead plants? You betcha. Unless you're under snow, because then nature's taking care of your dead plants, your dead vegetable plants, that is. And when spring comes and all that snow melts, you're going to have a lot of things ready to grow. You'll have things growing that you didn't even plant. Tomatoes, peppers, who knows what. Because that is how nature works. And that is how I'm going to work, just like Mother Nature. With that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye.